I think we just take a seat. I think we just take a seat.
Okay. I'm only going to the podium once, and I'll see you first. I'm trying to stay out of the way. We're going to go to the podium. Okay. So maybe I'll see.
Mr. President, faculty, staff, students, and honored guests, I am pleased to present the 148th commencement ceremony of Fisk University. Please rise and remain standing until the completion of the national anthem and invocation.
Sing, Jada.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Eternal God, we pause on this special and sacred morning to say thank you. From the bottom of our hearts to the depths of our souls, we give thanks to you. We thank you, O God, for our individual lives, a reasonable portion of health and of strength, and for affording us the opportunity, indeed a privilege that it is, to witness the fruition of this wonderful occasion. With hearts full of unceasing praise and with joyful anticipation of what the future might hold, this morning we say thank you for blessing each and every member of this graduating class. When there were difficult times facing them from day to day, and from year to year. You stepped in on time and you saw about their needs. And for that, we say thank you. And when their faith became a bit dismal, and some of them were unsure that they would make it to this present day, you reminded them that with the faith of a mustard seed, that they can still move mountains. And for that, oh God, we say thank you. And when personal and even academic and financial odds seem to be insurmountable, you told them that you are still able to pour them out a blessing that they might not have room enough to receive. And for that, oh God, we say thank you. Thank you for your presence, and we thank you for your steadfast love. Today we say thank you for your generous mercy and your unceasing devotion toward us. From the rising of the sun until the going down of the same, you are still worthy to be praised.
Yes, God.
And dear God, we ask your blessings upon all of the parents and the relatives who have endured great odds so that some student might see this present day. We thank you for their vision to send them to Fisk University. We thank you for their diligence and for their patience. And we thank you for their faith in our beloved institution. Dear God, we ask that you might forever look upon the families of this graduating class. And we thank you for their decision to attend Fisk University. And oh God, we ask that you might help us to remember that our collective success will be always rooted in you. For it is in this sacred and historic service that we acknowledge your presence, and we say thank you and amen.
You may be seated. Faculty, staff, and students, parents, and honored guests, I am pleased to introduce to you today the Chairperson of the Fiske University Board of Trustees, Mr. Frank Sims.
Good morning. Let me begin by congratulating the class of 2022. What an exciting moment to finish your academic career at Fisk University, and what a great beginning as you move into the next stage of your lives. You should be proud for what you have accomplished. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire Fisk University family, congratulations again to the class of 2022. Graduates, when you leave here, don't forget why you came. Your education here at Fisk University has prepared you to be effective and productive citizens in a global society, citizens who engage in democracy, excel in your chosen field of endeavor, and embrace honest, fair play, integrity, and consideration for others. As you depart, I ask that you be bold, you be courageous, and you be your best. Fisk University is counting on you. Again, congratulations. It is my honor to recognize my colleagues, members of the Fisk University Board of Trustees. Would you please stand? I want to thank all of our trustees for your remarkable service to Fisk. You've worked diligently on many matters of the university, and I'm proud to stand with you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our president. The gentleman that I'm introducing has a distinct vision for our university and is transforming that vision into a reality. Allow me to offer condensed background information. This gentleman hails from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and has an extensive leadership record with proven evidence of effectiveness on many levels. He has enhanced enrollment, built and managed off-campus degree programs, enhanced sponsored program productivity, played major roles in the administration of institutional research and effectiveness, and led dozens of colleges and universities through initial accreditation and reaffirmation. He has written several publications and has served as Provost Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Professor of History at Elizabeth City State University. This visionary is growing our enrollment, erecting modern new edifices such as academic buildings, science laboratories, and living learning centers on our campus. This leader who is translating vision into reality for us at Fisk University is none other than our 17th president, Dr. Van R. Newkirk. Please join me in giving him applause. Dr. Newkirk, would you please come forward and introduce our speaker for this occasion?
Before we introduce the speaker, I'd like the former president of the Student Government Association to come forward and bring us greetings.
Good morning. Blessed are we to be here in this space and at this time. Board of Trustees, university leadership, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduates. Welcome to the 148th commencement at Fisk University. On behalf of the groundbreaking, bold, and astounding class of 2022. We thank you all for taking in this moment in time with us, in celebration of us and the grandeur of our beloved institution. As we all take in this moment of great importance, God smiles on all of the faces of every graduate. This day is momentous. Today, gratitude is what perfumes the air we breathe in. To the families who have carried us, supported us, and encouraged every one of us along the way, we thank you. To the professors, the ones who gave grace, and the ones who poured into us from inside the classroom and out, we thank you. The leadership and staff of this beloved university who have provided an immense amount of support and attention to our lives on campus, oh, we thank you. Yet we give the most abundant thanks to those who have walked this campus before us, toiled this American soil, and gave all of themselves to a country who more often than not opted to give them nothing. Even in nothingness, they created greatness. If that is not a testament to God's love, I could not tell you what else is. Amen. To the class of 2022, one thing that we must carry with us today and forever is love and light. For those are the two things Fisk has instilled in us. We felt love on the yard. We felt love in the Appleton during freshman week. And we felt love when we finished the test and felt refuge with our friends in the caf. We see and feel love in the spaces on campus that have helped us to grow and flourish into the people we have come to be. Light has lifted this campus and has carried us for centuries. Always remember the light is within you. This university has equipped us to stand in any room, to make anything happen. And because this is so, we must walk in the light, for it is our birthright. God bless this institution and bless us as we go into the world. Fisk now, Fisk today, Fisk tomorrow, and Fisk forever. Congratulations.
Thank you, Saraya, and thank you, Chair Sims. Now, before I introduce our commencement speaker, I want to recognize some special people who are celebrating this 148th commemorative commencement exercise with us today. Are there any members of the golden class of 1972 here? If so, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for being here today. And to those of you who are joining us via YouTube or Facebook Live, go to the reaction or comment section of your screen and wave your hand and say hello, that we'll know that you are there. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, are there any members of the silver class of 1997 here? If so, please stand and be recognized. We are so pleased that you are here with us today. And again, if you're on YouTube or Facebook Live, go to the reaction section and wave your hand and let us know that you're here. Now, are there any elected officials here today? If so, please stand and be recognized. Now, a wise man once said that a university is only as good as the faculty who teach here. And this is especially true of Fisk University. Would the faculty of Fisk University please stand and be recognized? Thank you. There are people who work behind the scenes to make a university function. Would the administrators and the staff of Fisk University please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Of course, no graduation ceremony would be complete without recognizing those people who've poured out their souls, their efforts, their spirits, and of course, their hard-earned dollars into the success of our graduates. The people for which the graduates are crossing the stage for today, they owe a very, very special debt, a very special gratitude. Will the families of the graduating students please stand and accept the recognition that you so richly deserve? Congratulations to all of you. And now I'd like to ask Mr. Troy Westbrook to come forward to sing the Black or the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
bright star is cast. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our hearts stray from the places of God where we met thee, lest our feet, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee, shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Sing glory! Oh yeah! Sing glory! Yes. That's how you do. That's how you do.
One of my duties as president of Fisk University is to introduce our 2022 commencement speaker. Dr. Alma S. Adams was elected to her fourth full term representing the 12th Congressional District of North Carolina on November 3rd, 2020. After winning a special election in November 2014, Congresswoman Adams was sworn in immediately as the 100th woman elected to the U.S. Congress. Representative Adams serves on the Committee for Financial Services, the Committee on Education and Labor, and the Committee of Agriculture. She holds committee leadership as roles as the committee woman of the Committee of Education and the Labor Subcommittee of Workforce Protections and Vice Chairperson of the Committee of Agriculture. She also serves on a host of other committees. I won't read all of these, but I will say is that she is an advocate of historically black colleges and universities. Representative Adams, throughout her career, has fought for quality education for students, and she has introduced tons of legislation to provide nutritious breakfast for schools, to increase pay for teachers, and for 40 years, she taught art at a fellow historically black college, Bennett College. And while at Bennett, and I have to read this, she led efforts to increase student civic participation, coining the phrase, Bennett bells are voting bells. Now, before serving as a member of Congress, and while she was at Bennett, she also served as a member of the North Carolina General Assembly, and she served 9 years on the Greensboro City Council. She is a graduate of North Carolina A&T. She has one daughter, one son, 4 grandchildren, and as I said, she is a graduate of North Carolina A&T, and she received her Master's of Art in Art Education and a PhD in Art Education and Multicultural Education from Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. Today, we are pleased and proud to have Congresswoman Alma Adams to deliver our 2022 Commencement Address. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Congresswoman Alma Adams.
Good morning, Fiskites. Today is graduation day, and I feel nothing but pride and joy. And you know, I love
the song by that says, "Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning." To Dr. Van Newkirk, the illustrious president of Fisk University, to the distinguished platform guests, to Chair Sims and the members of the Board of Trustees, to the faculty and staff, and to the awesome, courageous stars of today, the phenomenal class of 2022. Congratulations. I am so honored to be with you today for the 148th commencement of one of the finest institutions in this country in Nashville, Tennessee, the phenomenal Fisk University. And I understand that this is your first commencement on campus since 2008. Let's give it up for that. President Newkirk, thank you for your very gracious introduction and for your outstanding leadership here at Fisk University. And also, Mr. President, I not only applaud your stellar leadership, but also your academic leadership in North Carolina and throughout this nation at our HBCUs and other educational institutions across the country. I thank you as well. And for your incredible leadership, Mr. President, and for your commitment to serve, thank you so much. And particularly from our alma mater, North Carolina A&T State University, I bring you a big old loving Aggie pride. You know, I also want to thank Congressman Cooper, who has served this institution as a member of the U.S. Congress, and I understand he's going to be retiring, but I want to thank him for his work and for his service. You know, to the moms and to the dads and to the brothers and sisters, to all of the extended family members, to the faculty and to the staff for your support, for your guidance and for your nurturing and shaping these young minds. Thank you for being a rock for them every step of the way. And this is your day too. You know, so let's give a round of applause for our families and our faculty and everybody who played a part. I do want to bring you cordial greetings this morning from the more than 800,000 residents of North Carolina's 12th Congressional District, from our Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, from all of my colleagues, including the 59 members of the Congressional Black Caucus and over 100 members of the Congressional Bipartisan HBCU Caucus. Now, you've got to know by now that I am HBCU strong. And some folk call me the godmother of HBCUs. So my job has been and unapologetically continue to be to protect our HBCUs. So, you know, graduates, today is your day, and you have every reason to be proud. We're proud of how hard you worked. Those long hours in the classroom, in the library, those jobs you worked to help pay your tuition. But we know you had some fun along the way too. But many of you are first in your families to get a college degree. I know a little something about that. And I know that you balance school with raising families sometimes, and had it not been for the good Lord on your side, had it not been for prayers from Mom and them and Lottie Dottie and everybody, had it not been for preparation, meeting opportunity, you could have been someplace else. But you are here on this fabulous HBCU campus, and you've been here for such a time as this. You know, you've come this far by faith, because somebody helped pave your way. Somebody sacrificed and went without food and money so you could sit in those classrooms and live in those dorms, drive those automobiles, and walk across this stage today. And for all of those individuals who believed in your opportunity, you owe a debt of gratitude. It wasn't an easy journey. There were stumbling blocks in your way, but you used those stumbling blocks as stepping stones to get you to where you needed to go. Your tenacity, your courage, and your hard work helped you to get to this milestone. And even during moments of doubt and frustration, you still dug deep, and you kept pushing forward to make it to this magnificent day. So 2022 graduates, even during unprecedented times, particularly during a pandemic, you made it. You all lived and studied through this pandemic for the past 2 years. And not only is it a true test of your endurance, but it is also a reminder that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You know, these turbulent times serve as a reminder indeed to what lies ahead at the end of the struggle as you now embark upon new beginnings. And while living through these challenges, you didn't just complete an important chapter in your own story. You also became part of the story of this great university, a story of scholarship and service that began 156 years ago, cultivating scholars and leaders one by one. Students, you are HBCU excellent and proudly stand on the shoulders of giants like the civil rights icon who walked this campus, John R. Lewis, leaving you a legacy to emulate and to admire. He led marches himself, I'm told, in recent years with students on this campus. An institution that opened its doors in 1866, named in honor of General Clinton A.B. Fisk of the Tennessee Freedmen's Bureau, provided the institution with facilities in former Army barracks with its first students ages 7 to 70, shared a common interest in slavery and poverty. Fisk was the first American university to offer a liberal arts education to young men and women, irrespective of color. And in 1867, the Fisk Free Color School was renamed and reorganized, incorporated as Fisk University to focus on higher education. And throughout those 156 years, with a curriculum grounded in liberal arts, a mission of producing graduates from diverse backgrounds with the integrity and the intellect required for substantive contributions to society, you've been about in the embodiment of excellence through the university's core values represented in details: diversity, excellence, teamwork, accountability, integrity, leadership, and service. That's the institution's commitment to the responsibility of shaping the graduates that we have today. Recognized nationally for architectural, historic, and cultural significance, Fisk University consistently ranks among the top 10 historically black colleges and universities in the U.S. World Report. For this, you ought to be proud. You know, you've graduated at this institution more African Americans who go on to earn PhDs in the natural sciences than any other institution. And in 1930, you became the first African American institution to gain accreditation of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. A student-centered place of true excellence, turning passions into careers. This HBCU has made strides in all areas of the industry. You know, I count it an awesome privilege today and a blessing to be able to walk the same campus of my dear friend and colleague, the late Congressman John R. Lewis, who walked these campuses as a student, as a professional artist and retired 40-year art professor. To be able to witness the extraordinary murals on this campus of Harlem Renaissance artist Aaron Douglas is beyond imagination. So students, you know, you are among some notable and outstanding alums who walked these halls and who sat where you're sitting today. John Hope Franklin and Nikki Giovanni, Hazel O'Leary and Janetta Betch Cole and John Lewis and many more. And whether it's been about curriculum, faculty, alums, or students, Fisk University has been all about excellence. And graduates, because Fisk is about excellence, that makes you all about excellence too, because you are HBCU strong. And as a Fisk graduate, you have now the awesome responsibility to continue the phenomenal legacy of this institution. And you join the ranks of Fiskites, whose values support the university's mission of grooming the next generation of leaders. So Fisk Bulldogs, the ball is in your court now. And now it's your time to lead. You know, like many of you, I was the first in my family to go to college. My mom did domestic work. She cleaned white folks' houses so I could get a good education. She didn't finish high school herself, never attended an HBCU or any CU for that matter. But she understood how important education would be in my life, and indeed it has. An HBCU in Greensboro, North Carolina, took this poor black girl who walked those ghetto streets of Newark, New Jersey, and made a committed investment in me, just like Fisk did for each of you. They molded and shaped me into what they knew I could become. And after completing my bachelor's and master's degrees there, I was able to go on and get my PhD from the Ohio State University, but only because of the North Carolina A&T and HBCU. You know, HBCUs understand our value, and we help students realize that you're not your circumstance, and where you start out in life doesn't have to determine where you're going to end up or just how far you can go. You know, after walking those ghetto streets, I'm now able to walk the halls of Congress. After 4 decades at an HBCU, I am absolutely, Mr. President, convinced that some of the most gifted and talented students and faculty and staff are on these campuses. So whatever your affiliation with this historic place is, you have every reason to be proud today because you are HBCU strong. Mr. President, we've all been challenged by this pandemic. For more than 2 years now, our HBCUs are still struggling to bounce back and rise from beneath the ashes, and yes, we must work together. But Congress, too, must be an accountable stakeholder to address failing infrastructure on our campuses, unequal funding in the absence of 1890 land grant matches from state governments, and the crushing student debt which totals nationally $1.8 trillion. $1.8 trillion. Student debt is too damn high. You know, across the country, HBCUs have $25 billion in deferred maintenance, and the cost is climbing. And that's why I filed, Mr. President, H.R. 3294, the Bipartisan Ignite HBCU Excellence Act. So we've got to ignite these fires and do what we need to do on our campus to address those infrastructure needs. And I understand that you've got some buildings that are going up. The first building in 50 years, the parish building, the first science building since 1931. That should not be. It shouldn't take that long. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if we ignore this problem, we will not do justice to adequately prepare the next Supreme Court justice like Ketanji Brown Jackson, the next Lisa Cook, the first black woman nominated to serve on the Federal Reserve, or Roz Brewer, the CEO of Walgreens. And you know, I remember Shirley Chisholm when she visited our campus at Bennett when I was teaching there. And I remember her words when she said, you know, if you don't have a seat at the table, you need to bring in a folding chair. But now we have a seat on the bench. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to stay woke to ensure that the institutions of higher learning that educate our most underprivileged students who were founded for this purpose have access to equal funding and equal support. And I'm going to say it again, equal funding and equal support. You know, with under-resourced and minuscule budgets, HBCUs like Fisk University have been punching above their weight, and they continue to do a lot with a little. The pandemic allows us to see things differently, and despite roadblocks or obstacles, HBCUs are still charged to meet the challenge of the 21st century and to prepare students for jobs for today and tomorrow. Our schools believe in opportunity, the importance of education that W.E.B. Du Bois talked about when he said that of all of the civil rights for which the world has struggled and fought for 500 years, the right to learn is undoubtedly the most fundamental. So graduates, as you receive your degrees today, I pray that you will always cherish and value your beginnings and that fundamental right to learn. Because it's because of those beginnings that you're here for such a time as this. So never forget the road that you've traveled and the bridges that helped you cross. Fisk took you where you were. They got you to where you needed to be. They shaped and they molded you into what they knew you could become. Why? Because this historic HBCU, like all of our schools, believes in that opportunity. Graduates to whom much is given, much is required. And so my challenge to you is not to get it and go, but to get it and give. Give back to your community. Give back to your school, to those who helped pave your way, who sacrificed. and brought you along. You know, the founders of this school have always been clear, and you should be now, about the institution's values and the unique mission of service and that vision that the president talks about now. Because service is indeed the rent we pay for living on this earth, so keep yours paid up. Your role and goal as you depart from these sacred walls should be undergirded by service to all mankind with the goal of transforming your communities. So young people, embrace the responsibilities that come with that degree you're going to get today. Fiskites, you are HBCU strong, and you are fully prepared to lead. So today is in your hands. Tomorrow will be too. There are the obligations that come with a Fisk University education, and how you fulfill those will be determined by how you live your lives. Your Fisk education has taught and shown you the way to go. So now that you know the way, it's up to you to go the way. You know, as our nation continues to persevere through this pandemic, graduates, you, the class of 22, you will be the one that we'll depend on to pick up that torch and lead our world out of darkness into the light. Young people, the education that Fisk has provided for you will yield substantive benefits. And I believe that if anyone can do it, can take a moment, take a cause, and turn it into a movement to bring change to this world, it's you. Because it's your time to step up and stand out. And you've got the power to do that. In this world of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat, you all didn't think I knew about all that. You can reach billions in seconds, and you can produce change in seconds as well. You know, so graduates, as you prepare to move on to other ventures in life, I want you to consider a few things as you seek to accomplish your goals. Remember that life is not linear. It's not a straight line. So keep your sights on your goal, but don't be afraid to round a few curves, maybe make a detour to explore new opportunities. And once the doors open for you, keep the doors open for the next person. And you see, as you climb Jacob's ladder, and every round goes higher and higher, reach back and bring somebody else along. Be open to your dreams and always have hope. Even if your dreams seem impossible, strive to achieve them anyway. And always believe in yourselves and what you can do. Don't let anybody else define you. Remember the old African proverb, it's not what you call me, it's what I answer to. And then exhibit good standards of character and integrity, because character is what distinguishes you as an individual. After all, you are everything Fisk. And make good choices. By all means, be accountable and persistent to face the many challenges that are yet to come, because tomorrow will be up to you. And I'm reminded of the many artistic and cultural treasures on this campus. So as I conclude my remarks, I've got to share an old story that I heard a long time ago. It's about a man named George Ellis. He lived about 100 years ago. Ellis was not an educated man. He didn't get a Fisk education. He was not privy to go to any HBCU either. No, Ellis was a janitor. And so his job was to clean up after the artist Daniel Chester French. Some of you may have heard of artist French. And I get to see one of the most famous works by this artist quite a bit in Washington, D.C. on the National Mall. French is the one who carved the figure of Abraham Lincoln for the Lincoln Memorial. So day after day, week after week, month after month, Janitor Ellis went about his work, barely saying a word to Mr. French other than an occasional hello or goodbye. And then one day, just when artist French had nearly completed his masterpiece, Ellis spoke up and he said, "Mr. French, I have a question for you." And so the artist responded, "What is it?" And he said, "Well, what I want to ask you is how you knew all along that Mr. Lincoln was sitting inside that block of marble." You know, graduates, you all might think that that's a silly question, but not so fast. Because sometimes in our lives, we see blocks of marble and some people cannot see what's inside and some people can. That's called vision. You know, during these times of panic and pain and pandemic and uncertainty, that was a profound question that the janitor asked about how we recognize the potential within each of us and chisel away at what is keeping it locked inside. And so I'm confident that because of your Fisk University education at this phenomenal institution, that the knowledge and the skill set that each of you have acquired at this historic place has provided the vision and the ability for each of you to look inside the stones that we'll encounter on your journey through life. And because you are HBCU strong, you are without a doubt fully prepared for the future. You know, preparation met opportunity for each of you here on this campus. And I know as scholars and leaders with a global perspective that you'll indeed be chiseling away at whatever obstacles lie in your path as you break new ground to transform your communities. And so as you do, remember the words of Emerson, who said that most of the shadows in one's lifetime come from standing in one's own sunshine. So graduates, as you continue your journey and as it unfolds, don't stand in your own sunshine and don't allow anybody else to block your view. God bless you. Congratulations.
Throughout the history of Fisk University, the top students in terms of grade point average who are graduating are recognized. The student with the second highest grade point average is designated as the salutatorian, while the student with the highest grade point average is designated as the valedictorian. These are extraordinarily distinguished awards to receive. Notable people who are designated as valedictorian or salutatorian of their graduating classes include Albert Einstein, Alicia Keys, Robin Roberts, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, Presidents Jimmy Carter and John F. Kennedy, W.E.B. Du Bois, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This year, we are proud to announce that we have 2 valedictorians for the class of 2022. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the 2 valedictorians of the class of 2022. Our first valedictorian is Miss Sonia Okekenwa. Ms. Okekenwa is a native of Lagos, Nigeria, and is a biochemistry and molecular biology major. Ms. Okekenwa, please make your way to the podium.
Good morning, administrators, faculty and staff, mentors, friends and families, and the graduating class of 2022. I am honored and elated to be standing here today in front of everyone's smiling and proud faces to deliver this valedictorian's address. Graduation is a significant milestone in every student's journey. It is the sign that you have successfully completed one stage of your life and are ready to move on to the next. Numerous graduating classes have walked this stage and sat in those seats. And this is our year to walk the stage and be proud of this significant accomplishment. Today, we take the final steps in our college experience as our hard work, late nights, office hour visits, and consistent efforts have paid off. and we are celebrated right now in this moment. We all chose Fisk University for different reasons, but we all have a few things in common. How far we've come, our shared experience of the illustrious Fisk University, and of course the fact that we are all seated here today in our graduation caps and gowns, getting ready to move on to the next phases of our lives. As we reflect on our matriculation years, it is a good time to look back on what we have learned, faced, and overcome. After graduating from high school, I took 2 years off and was unsure of what to do next. I was given the opportunity to study abroad, and the culture of Fisk, as well as its international presence, drew me in. Imagine my delight when I was admitted to Fisk on a full merit presidential scholarship. I moved here from Nigeria without my family, leaving behind a system and a country to which I had spent 18 years of my life and had become accustomed to. The flight from Nigeria to America took about 15 hours. Yes, that long. And throughout the trip, I felt a mixture of fear, gratitude, and most importantly, excitement about the life ahead of me and the new experiences that awaited me. During the first week of orientation, I met other international students and freshmen who were fresh-eyed and nervous to start a new life just like me. We had to get used to making our own schedules and decisions and take charge of our lives outside the cocoon of our parents or guardians. The last few years have been a rocky ride. We took classes together, formed study groups, had all-nighters to study for difficult classes such as organic chemistry, and had good times on the yard. But it wasn't all rainbows and sunshine, especially when the pandemic hit in 2020. The future had never been more uncertain than it was at that precise moment. We had to leave school and transition into a virtual mode of learning, which was a difficult time for us, but we got through it with resilience, support, and motivation. We all experienced a kind of loss, whether it was from immediate family, extended family, co-workers, or friends. But thankfully, we're still here, and that deserves all the applause it can get. As some of us plan to further our education or enter the workforce, let us take our experiences and knowledge and apply them to our future endeavors, knowing that Fisk provides us with the background and the backbone and the foundation to withstand and brave the uncertainties of our future. To quote Malcolm X, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. I am grateful to Fisk for preparing us for tomorrow. As we grab our passports, our diplomas, it is time to say goodbye to Fisk and hello to our tomorrows. This speech will not be complete unless I acknowledge the people who have assisted me along the way. First, I would like to thank God, because without Him, none of this will be possible. To my parents, Mr. Michael Jr. Okekenwa and Mrs. Choma Ukiria Okekenwa, my second mother, Mrs. Mowalola Imonye, my sisters, Chidera Imonye, Oiza Demowo, Chidera Okeke and Ihoma Tassie, my brothers, my friends, Ruth Anyechi and Dr. Aliyu. I want to say a big thank you for being there through the years, for believing in me, and for the constant encouragement as I navigated through life and school. I am also grateful to Dr. Lee, Dr. Damo, Dr. Patanayak, Dr. Freeman, and Dr. Ramanathan for your advice, motivation, and mentorship. You all have been crucial to my growth as an individual and student. Class of 22, I thank these important people in my life, as well as those in yours, for guiding, supporting, and being there for us at every step of the journey. To our loved ones and greatest supporters, on behalf of the class of 2022, I say thank you. To the class of 22, I want to restate how proud I am of our achievements. Ben Okri, a Nigerian novelist, said, "The most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering." We have been through the ringer, but I think we came out all right. As we, the class of 2022, go forward, we must strive to be role models for future generations and to represent the gold and blue wherever we go. For we are products of the one and only illustrious Fisk University. Thank you.
Our second valedictorian is Mr. Prashant Nupane. Mr. Nupane is a native of Butwal, Nepal, and is a computer science major. Mr. Nupane, please make your way to the podium.
Thank you. Good morning. Honorable President, faculty members, trustees, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Today is a day to be thankful and to be inspired. Today marks an important milestone in each of our lives, for we celebrate the hard work and the dedication that enabled us to sit here and rejoice our achievements. I admire the relentless effort to push through a global pandemic and overcoming adversities to sit here at the 148th commencement ceremony of the illustrious Fisk University. I'm proud of you all, my fellow graduates. Every one of us here deserves to be celebrated for proving ourselves and the world that anything is possible with true determination and strong work ethics. To all the first-generation college graduates like me, let's cherish this for us, our loved ones, and for our family. To all the doubters, you could not stop us. Let's remember what Mahatma Gandhi said. It's easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. I'm thankful to God, for without Him, I would not have anything to be thankful for. I'm thankful to my family for always promoting discipline and instilling a warrior spirit in me. My friends here and from back home, who always encouraged me and advocated a positive attitude. And Fisk University for providing me with a home away from home and equipping me with knowledge and wisdom to be the man I am today. These past 4 years here at Fisk University holds a special place in my heart. As cliche as it sounds, I came to Fisk as a naive young kid for the first time away from home, away from Nepal, scared of the world. I did not know what Fisk was like. I did not know what living away from home meant. But I knew that I came here for a reason. It was a quest for learning my strength and weakness, passion and dispassion, and most importantly, to learn from you all, my Fisk family. Many sleepless nights, countless hours working on assignments, and frustrations at computer code not being compiled has all led to this moment in all of our lives. Let today be the reminder that we can do anything we set our mind to. And I request every single one of my fellow graduates here to cross this stage today with your head held high, for you have earned it. Today marks the second day of Teacher Appreciation Week, and I would like to bring awareness to the ways and beyond our professors go to ensure our success in class and outside of class. As a candle burns itself to illuminate light, teachers sacrifice and direct us to a brighter path. On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to thank you all. Personally, I will never forget Dr. Lee for his knowledge and humor, which would make any 8 a.m. class doable. Or getting cold feet before Dr. Chan's exam, which were very, very easy. Or Dr. Hussain, who uplifted our spirits with delicious homemade biryani after algorithm class. Or rushing assignments to work on rockets with Dr. Wallace for the rocket team. On a personal note, my grandfather has been the biggest supporter throughout my life. If it were not for him sitting me down and teaching me multiplication tables, fostering life values in me, and always ensuring my happiness and growth, I could not envision myself standing here today without him. I'm forever grateful to you, Granddad, and you will always have an immense respect in my heart for what you do for the family and for the community. Before I leave this stage, I ask my fellow graduates to always strive for greatness. We are leaving the premises of Fisk University, but the values we learned here will always adhere to us. We are all unique, courageous, dynamic, strong, and bright. And as Dr. King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So class of 2022, keep moving forward and make a unique contribution. Fisk forever. Thank you.
Members of the Board of Trustees, President Newkirk, Chairman Sims, the Honorable Congresswoman Adams, members of the faculty and administration, parents, friends, and members of the class of 2022, it is my privilege to define the academic honors which are awarded to students for outstanding achievement in pursuit of their degrees. The academic records of these students illustrate a level of achievement worthy of special recognition. Consequently, Fisk University has established several areas of honors for recognition. Degrees with honors are designated by the use of Latin terms. Summa cum laude, with highest distinction, is awarded to those students with a minimum grade point average of 3.7 at the culmination of their college careers. Magna cum laude, or with great distinction, is awarded to those students with a minimum grade point average of 3.5. Cum laude, or with distinction, is awarded to those students who have maintained at least a 3.3 cumulative grade point average. All Latin honors today are based on December 2021 GPAs and credit hours. I am honored to present the students who have earned Latin honors. The name of the students are printed in the program on page 7. Will all the students receiving summa cum laude honors please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, these students are graduating with the highest distinction after earning a minimum GPA of 3.7. Will all the students receiving magna cum laude honors please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, these students are graduating with great distinction after earning a minimum GPA of 3.5. Finally, will all the students receiving cum laude honors please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, these students are graduating with distinction after earning a minimum GPA of 3.3. Ladies and gentlemen, the students who receive Latin honors receive the highest level of distinction with which an academic degree can be earned, and they are nationally recognized symbol of academic achievement. All of us at Fisk University are proud of your achievement. I am now honored to present the new inductees into the Fisk University Historic Delta of Tennessee chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. Phi Beta Kappa is the most prestigious honor society among U.S. colleges and universities, reflecting outstanding scholarly interest and achievements. Membership is reserved for no more than the top 10% of the eligible graduating seniors from member universities. As I call your name, will the newly inducted members of Phi Beta Kappa please stand to be recognized? Chidera Apakama, Shondi Haraldson, Sonia Okekenwa, Ozoshimo Shifu Dimowo, Andrew Hendricks, Chisom Okwor, Chidera Emeyoni, Timothy Masenje, Ciara Poole, Chanel Gardner, Prashant Nupane, Jania Gibson, Chidera Okeke. Thank you. You may be seated. Fisk University also has many honor societies associated with specific disciplines. Will the members of the following organization please stand to be recognized? Delta Mu Delta National Honor Society in Business, established in 1913. Alpha Kappa Delta Honor Society in Sociology, established in 1920. Phi Sigma Alpha Honor Society in Political Science, established in 1920. Beta Kappa High National Scientific Honor Society, established in 1923. Psi Chi National Psychology Honor Society, established in 1929. Alpha Mu Gamma Honor Society of Foreign Language, established in 1931. And the W.E.B. Du Bois General University Honors Program, established in 1962. Thank you. You may be seated. I now have the honor to recognize the senior members of the Fisk Jubilee Singers who are graduating with the class of 2022. These students have worked hard to keep alive the Fisk tradition and legacy. Please stand as I call your names. Jeffrey Casey, Andrew Davis, Kemani Iwo, and Tori Westbrook. Please give a round of applause to the graduating Fisk Jubilee Singers. Alumni Leadership Awards are presented to two outstanding graduate seniors during each year during the commencement exercise. The recognition is one of the many ways the General Alumni Association of Fisk University Incorporated encourages young alumni to strive for the best and obtain the highest level of excellence. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. The recipients of the 2022 Alumni Leadership Award are Jeffrey Z. Allen Casey, Business Administration, Nashville, Tennessee. Rachel D. Ross, Psychology, Columbus, Ohio. Please give a round of applause to the recipients of the 2022 Alumni Leadership Award.
Okay, so Representative Adams, I think our graduates today, once they leave this university, I think they've heard you. They'll keep the doors open once they get inside the door for the next person to come behind them. And it's because of such inspirational words like this and the work that you've done, we'd like to have you come to the podium, Representative Adams. In honor of all of the work that you've done as a strong leader to uphold the roots that run deep and range widely, this is especially true of Congresswoman Alma S. Adams, the representative of the 12th Congressional District of North Carolina. Since her time as a student at North Carolina A&T, then later during her tenure as a faculty member at Bennett College, Representative Adams has demonstrated an unwavering dedication to historically black colleges and universities. These efforts include founding and co-chairing the Congressional Bipartisan Hbcu Caucus, which has been instrumental in promoting programs to support HBCU initiatives across this country, including the diversity and tech programs, the Farm Bill, and the annual HBCU Brain Trust. Representative Adams has also played an important role in bringing attention to the most pressing issues in American life. She is the co-founder of the Black Maternal Health Caucus, which raises awareness of black maternal mortality and morbidity. Through her efforts, the caucus introduced the landmark package in 2020 and 2021, which supports efforts to combat the maternal health care crisis in America among racial and ethnic minority groups, veterans, and other vulnerable populations. These are just small examples of the impact that Representative Adams has had during her term as a political leader at the local and the national levels as an educator and advocate. And on this occasion of Fisk University's 148th annual commencement, we honor Representative Adams for her hard work, her firm commitment to her constituents in all respects. Representative Adams, your roots do indeed run deep. And for all you have accomplished, and all you continue to accomplish, we honor you. And it's for this, today, we award Representative Adams the Presidential Medallion of Fisk University. And also, in honor of Representative Adams, we have today commissioned a painting in Representative Adams' honor. Since she is an art teacher, could you bring forth the painting for Representative Adams? All right. Thank you, Representative Adams, and we'll take our seat.
As the graduates receive degrees, we respectfully request that you do not move from your seats to take pictures of the graduates. An official photographer will take photographs. Graduation picture order forms and contact information are available on the Fisk website. No persons other than the official photographer will be permitted to move around the stage. Now, family, friends, and guests, please respect the solemnity of today's ceremony by allowing each name to be spoken aloud without applause or interruption. Can I count on you? I know. But let's try, okay? Let's try. This positions the graduates and their families to hear the names as they are called. We respectfully request that you refrain from applause, yelling, or interruptions until the conclusion of the ceremony. The family and friends of candidates are invited to stand quietly in recognition as the graduate receives the diploma.
President Newkirk, it is my esteemed privilege to present the candidates who have met graduation requirements and have qualified in all respects for earned degrees with specifications of their respective departments. Will the candidates of Master of Science please rise?
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By the vote of the faculty and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fisk University, I do hereby confer the degree of Masters of Science upon each of you. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Masters of Arts please rise?
Thank you,
President
Mr. Provost.
Newkirk, I present the candidates for the Masters of Arts.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By the vote of the faculty and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fisk University, I do hereby confer the degree Masters of Arts upon each of you. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science, Major Biology. Carlos J. Hopper. Thesis, Creation of the Cancer Research Resource, CAN-RR, a resource for cancer disparity data. Jermarcus Robertson. thesis, investigating the biological response of UBH and COMP to oxidative stress in dopamine neurons. Sari Terrazas thesis, investigating the biochemical function of putative cancer testing antigens, XAGE-IA and XAGE2. Master of Science, major, chemistry. Tara Avery. Thesis, interrogating the intersection of the host pathogen interaction, the role of the lactoferrin in altering Acintobacter baumannii growth and biofilm formation. Degree of Master of Science, major in physics. Kishan Ivory. Thesis, grouping galaxies with a new probabilistic algorithm. Denise Herreto. Thesis, purification, growth, and analysis methods of serum, dope, calcium, halcium chloride, scintillator. Elon Price. Thesis, modeling innermost flow geometry of SGRA for Next Generation Event Horizon Telescope, observations. Frank Paget. Thesis, the effects of ionizing radiation from 137Cs on the 6-LILNSE2 crystal scintillator. William Jeffrey Smith. Thesis, using a universal halo mass accretion history function to investigate a cause of assembly bias. Tarini Lamora Johnson. Biology, Master of Arts. Gabrielle Perdue, Biology, Master of Arts. Sadrina Nicole Randolph, Biology, Master of Arts. Acacia Cabriana Brown, Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts. Ria Defana Harrison, Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts. Kiana Brielle McClintock, Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts. Derek T. Brigsby, Jr., Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts. Abria Felicia Tolson, Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts. Cameron Danae Bankhead, Social Justice. Christopher Lamar Jones, Social Justice, Master of Arts.
Will the candidates of the Masters of Arts please rise? President Newkirk, I present the candidates for the Masters of Arts.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By the vote of the faculty and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon you the Masters of Arts. Congratulations.
President Newkirk, it is my honor and privilege to present you the candidates who met the qualifications in all respects for the degree of the Bachelor of Science. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? President Newkirk, I present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By vote of the faculty and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fisk University, I do hereby confer the degree, Bachelor of Science, upon each of you. Congratulations.
Will the candidates please come forward and receive your diploma as your name is called? Emmanuel Amir Guy. Christina Marie Jacob. Janae Jamarika Ballard Love. Shadera Giovanni Apakama, summa cum laude. Clark Nicole Bagsby, magna cum laude. Antonio Ramon Cheshire, cum laude. Ozishimoshibo Yetunde Dimoa, summa cum laude. Chidera Imonye, summa cum laude. Amare Ferguson, magna cum laude. Cornisha Miracle Hurd. Kyla Umar McCall, magna cum laude. Chidera Mary Okeke, summa cum laude. Sonia Ekekinwa, summa cum laude. Savannah Eri Rumley, magna cum laude. Courtney Amy Tate, magna cum laude. Brianna Tolbert, magna cum laude. Deshawn Blair, cum laude. Timberly Princess Brown, cum laude. Kadeja Paradise Burke. Jeffrey Casey, cum laude. Aliyah Tion Chambly. Amber Elizabeth Curtis, cum laude. Jalen Mikael Edwards, summa cum laude. Medea Alicia Farmer, summa cum laude. Prashant George. Cornecia Island. Kimani Iwu. Jordan Kenyatta Jasper, summa cum laude. Malika Lawaju, summa cum laude. Jordan Lusk. Reginald Moon, summa cum laude. Corey Levi Nance, magna cum laude. Brianna Page, summa cum laude. Jaden Tyler Rubin. Justin Rubin. Alan Lynn Savage II. Kennedy Elizabeth Stevens. Tyler Villery Walker, magna cum laude. Asia Williams, magna cum laude. Genesis Ane Williams, magna cum laude. Jalen Markwell Williams. Nathan Charles Jossel, cum laude. Ayomide David Adekunle, magna cum laude. Andrew Aaron Hendricks, summa cum laude. Timothy Maziz, summa cum laude. Chisholm Rita Orqua, summa cum laude. Anusha Nupane, summa cum laude. Prashant Nupane, summa cum laude. Ifra Shadman Kram, summa cum laude. Ariel Louise Makala Pew, summa cum laude. Malik Smith. Tazi Lynn Taylor. Clarissa Joanne Whitfield. McKinley Young Jr., summa cum laude.
Ms. Fentress, please stop the program. We cannot, for the decorum of the program, we can't have acts that are unbecoming on the stage. I'm going to ask security to come to the stage, please. Ms. Fentress, continue the program.
Liana Levette Yarborough Woodard, magna cum laude. Andrew Morgan Davis. Tori Zwanilul Westbrook, summa cum laude. Anthony Earl Jones, magna cum laude. Raman Green, cum laude. Praful Sidgel, summa cum laude. Thaddeus Kyle Smith, cum laude. Siboni Williams.
President Newkirk, it is my honor and privilege to present you the candidates who meet the qualifications in all respects for the degree of Bachelor of Music.
With the candidates for the Bachelor of Music, please come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By vote of the faculty and virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fiske University, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelors of Music. Congratulations.
President Newkirk, it is my honor and privilege to present the candidates who meet the qualifications in all respects for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. I present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please rise?
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By vote of the faculty and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fiske University, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Will the candidates please come forward to receive your diploma as your name is called? Menelik Gurmer Dimiki. Amadou James Yao. Jordan Anthony Lockridge, cum laude. Ilian Jali Bekok, cum laude. E. Wenton Portis. Amazing Journey Ashby. Lawrence Drake II. Joyce Orina Heath. Giovanni Armand Jackson. Dewan Jackson Jr. Tanisha Arnold, magna cum laude. Jalen Antoinette Bailey, cum laude. Terrence Lamont Bearden, Mr. Fisk. Taylor Caldwell. Victoria Tina Marie Clark. Charles Colley, magna cum laude. Sierra Janae Cook, magna cum laude, senior class president. Danae Dawkins. Simone Mia Demong. Kayla Michelle Eschels. Samuel Tadeli Indershaw. Evan Fleming, cum laude. Klaus Dillard Gatson. Sienna Graham, magna cum laude. Jordan Crystal Harmon. Anthony Hassel Jr., cum laude. Terrence Ali Hawkins, cum laude. Michael Houston. Rook Jackson, summa cum laude. Jamila Sine Jenkins Duval. Elijah Terrell Johnson, cum laude. Jayla Marie Johnson. Megan Elise Jones, magna cum laude. Amaya Rose Kiner, cum laude. Jamia Eloise Lewis, cum laude. Nyla Long, magna cum laude. Diamond Means, summa cum laude. Deja Nicole McKnight. Darian Trinity Morris, cum laude. Alicia Lynette Nash, cum laude. Alexis Danchelle Piggies, summa cum laude. Rakia Janae Phillips, magna cum laude. Amina Ine Potts, cum laude. Kendra Dolores Ray, cum laude. Alexandra Paris Richardson, cum laude. Jalen Javon Shaw, cum laude. Jaray Marie Simulton. Rishab Raj Wadwa, summa cum laude. Holly Marie Wagner. Kylan Williams, cum laude. Nia Wilson, cum laude. Olivia Grace Woodfox. Amaya Jordan Zweifel, cum laude. Lauren Francis Jones, magna cum laude. Gabriel William Hutchinson, cum laude. Chloe Aaron Richards, cum laude. Jarrett Rashawn Shelby. Richard Pearson Wallace, SGA Vice President, cum laude. Sierra Elise Poole, summa cum laude. Paul James Springer Jr., summa cum laude. Taylor Ayers. Soraya Ashton, summa cum laude. Kamari Bell. Chandler Claiborne, cum laude. Isaiah Howard, cum laude. Manon Lee Lane, magna cum laude. Caden Legrand, magna cum laude.
Yes!
Ashley Elizabeth Nash, cum laude. Kayla Yvonne Williams, cum laude. Jamila Kinsey, summa cum laude. Fletcher Bazard, magna cum laude. Kayla Denise Bennett Schaefer. Tamia Diana Bowden, magna cum laude. Joy Brown, summa cum laude. Randy Roos. Adeja Angelise Alexia Carney. Lene Nyalyn Exlutst, cum laude. Janaya Juanita Gibson, summa cum laude. Kiera May Green, summa cum laude. Shondi Harrison, summa cum laude. Adrian Nicole Harris. Aliyah Michelle Hillman, summa cum laude. Catherine Howard. Kiana Holder. Genesis Lawrence, magna cum laude. Heaven Mattel Leach, magna cum laude. Ravon Lee. Kamea Lelani Massey. Kylie McKay, cum laude. Jalen Edward Parker. Kavan Malik Parker. Rakaya Phillips, summa cum laude. Amaya Randall, cum laude.
All right, Kayvon.
Zaria Reed, summa cum laude. Rochelle Danielle Ross, cum laude. Candice Iman Simmons, cum laude. Jalen Spikner, magna cum laude. Taylor Woodard, summa cum laude. Miss Fisk University. Where is your card? Cameron Rafael Davis. Kayla Rashan Huddleston, cum laude. Brianna Sharia Liverpool. Ebony Janae Robinson, summa cum laude. Paula Singleton.
Will all the graduates please stand? Always remember that college days swiftly pass, embedded with memories fond. Never let recollections fade away. Graduates, traditionally, the tassel position is an indication of your status as a student. As graduates of Fisk University, you may now move your tassel from the right side to the left. Graduates, I ask that you remain standing for the next portion of our ceremony.
Graduates, as you remain standing, Ms. Janine Smith, Chairperson of the General Alumni Association of Fisk University, Incorporated, will induct you into the Alumni Association.
Good morning, graduates. It's an honor and privilege to administer the pledge to the graduating class of 2022. Turn to page 4 as I administer the pledge to you. Please repeat after me as I read each line. Being mindful that we are confronted by life in the larger world. In being conscious of our obligation to be both faithful followers and dependable leaders. We, the members of the class of 2022, do hereby covenant with one another and with all other alumni of Fisk
University. To be worthy sons and daughters of our alma mater. To realize in ourselves high standards of integrity and competence. To fulfill in ourselves our traditions of unselfish service to mankind. To upbuilding and to support. And in the days and years ahead, to meet with dignity and fortitude whatever comes to us personally. Congratulations, alumni.
You may... Graduates, you can be seated. Special thanks are given to all who have joined us on this commencement day. We offer our gratitude to all of the parents, extended family members, and friends who have traveled to see their graduates on this wonderful occasion. We offer special commendation to our graduates who've had the vision and achieved it. W.B. Du Bois said, "Schoolhouses do not teach themselves. Piles of bricks and motors and machinery do not send men out. It is the soul cultivated and strengthened by long study and thoughts that breathes the real breath of life into boys and girls and makes them human." We, our family of Fisk University, have labored over you. We've strived to show you a broader world. We've endeavored to show you that you are needed more than ever in a world full of challenges and opportunities. We give you all our best, our respect and best wishes. Now, as we go forth today, remember that where there is injustice, eradicate it. Where there is justice, support it. And where there is need, give it. Where there is compassion, embrace it. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you for those words of inspiration, President Newkirk. And now we will have a musical selection, the Hallelujah Chorus under the direction of Dr. Paul T. Kwame. The singing of the Hallelujah Chorus will be followed by the Fisk Alma Mater, the Gold and Blue by John W. Work II, 1895, under the direction of Dr. Paul Kwame. Following the singing of the Gold and Blue, please remain standing as the Reverend Dr. Jason Curry delivers the benediction. Finally, the audience is asked to please refrain from interrupting the recessional for picture taking or for contact with the graduates until this part of the program is completed. We appreciate your cooperation.
Amen. Dear Lord, we give thanks for all that has transpired today. Bless us, keep us, smile upon us, but most importantly, abide with us until we meet again. Amen.
I know in the past they were giving us.
Yeah.
chance to say hello to you, but how you doing? It's always good to be seen.
Turned out nice.
Wow, I'm glad this is over. It's been, I'm looking forward to
I was stressed out too.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow when I'll shut everything down and just stay home and rest.
Tomorrow, I'll be here, and Wednesday you won't see me.
Well, I have a meeting on two meetings on Wednesday, so I have to be here. But tomorrow, no. I have to get some students to move this. Is it possible for us to measure later on and build something like a dolly for this?
Yep.
Because I use this cart and it will not go into the music building, so we have to carry it.
Yeah, Ken would be your guy.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
He actually built this by himself.
Right. Oh, by himself.
Yeah, he's good at that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he built it about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, whatever you need, we got to order wheels or
Yes.
flat. We'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
Then we can use it.
Yeah.
In the future.
Right. Dr. Williams, I think we are fine. People are not listening.